Welcome to Bishop's Online Tutoring. This is sheet number 6, covering powers and square roots. Okay, so the first question is asking us to work out 2 cubed, which is equal to 2 times 2 times 2. Now 2 times 2 is equal to 4, and 4 times 2 is equal to 8. So our answer is 8. Okay, so the next question is asking us to work out the square root of 81. Now essentially we just need to find one number which gives us 81 when you multiply that number by itself. So you can try out a bunch of different numbers. So let's just try 7 times 7, that gives us 49, so we know it's going to be quite a bit bigger than that. 8 times 8, that gives us 64. 9 times 9, that gives us 81, so we know it's got to be 9. So our answer is 9. Work out the square of 3. So essentially the question is asking us to work out 3 squared, which will be equal to 3 times by 3, which we know is equal to 9. So our answer is 9. Work out the value of 2 to the power of 6. Now 2 to the power of 6 is equal to 2 times by 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 2. So let's work this out step by step. So 2 times by 2 is 4, 4 times by 2 is 8, 8 times by 2 is 16, 16 times by 2 is 32, and 32 times by 2 is 64. So our answer is 64. Work out the value of 4 squared. 4 squared is just equal to 4 times by 4, which is equal to 16. So that's our answer. Okay, to work out 5 cubed, essentially the question is just asking us to do 5 times by 5 times by 5. So 5 times by 5 is 25. 25 times by 5 is going to give us 125. So that's our answer, 125. Now, write as a power of 10, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. So we know that our base number is going to be 10, and now we just count up how many 10s we have up here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be 10 to the power of 5, and that's all it is. Find the value of the square root of 36. So essentially we're looking for a number which gives us 36 when we multiply that number by itself. So instantly you should be able to figure out that 6 times 6 is equal to 36. So the square root of 36 will be 6. Now, I see a lot of students get confused on questions like this, but it's actually really, really simple. So first things first, change the 10 squared into whatever the number would equal out to be. So 10 squared is the same as 10 times by 10, which is equal to 100. Now, all you have to do is 5 times by 100. That gives you 500, and that's our answer. 2 cubed is just 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. Find the square of 6. So 6 squared is equal to 6 times by 6, which is equal to 36. Find the square root of 225. So we're looking for a number which will give us 225 when it's multiplied by itself. Now, earlier on, we were asked to find the square root of 81, and the answer was 9. So we know that our answer is going to be above 9. So let's trial out a bunch of random numbers. Let's try 12 first. 12 squared is equal to 144, so we need to go quite a bit bigger than that. Let's try 14. 14 squared will give us 196, so we know we still have to go a little bit higher. So let's try 15. 15 squared is going to be 225. So there's our answer, 15. 15 times by 15 gives you 225. Okay, find the value of 10 to the power of 3. 10 to the power of 3 is equal to 10 times by 10 times by 10. 10 times by 10 is 100. 100 times by 10 is 1000. So our answer is 1000. Write down the value of 3 cubed. So 3 cubed is the same as 3 times 3 times 3. 3 times by 3 gives us 9. 9 times by 3 gives us 27. So our answer is 27. Okay, this is the same question as earlier on, but it's just written a little bit differently. If ever you get a question like this, we are being asked what is the square root of 81. So what number times by itself gives us 81? Well, we already know that that's 9. Work out the square of 8. So 8 squared is equal to 8 times by 8, which is going to equal to 64. Work out the value of 5 cubed. So 5 cubed is the same as 5 times by 5 times by 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. So that's our answer. Work out the value of 7 squared. So 7 times by 7 is equal to 49. So that's our answer. 2 to the power of 4 is 2 times by 2 times by 2 times by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. So our answer is 16. Write as a power of 10, 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. So 10 is going to be our base, and we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 lots of 10. So it'll be 10 to the power of 7. Find the value of the square root of 25. So what number times by itself gives us 25? Well, that's going to be 5, because 5 times 5 is 25. 3 times 10 to the power 4. So 10 to the power 4 is 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. So 10 times 10 is 100. 100 times by 10 is 1000. And 1000 times by 10 is 10,000. Now let's multiply 10,000 by 3, which will give us 30,000. Okay, 4 cubed is the same as 4 times 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times by 4 is 64. Find the square of 7. So 7 squared is the same as 7 times by 7, which we know is 49. Find the square root of 196. So the best way to do this is just plug and play a bunch of different numbers and see what gives you 196. Because it's the square root, we're looking for a number which times by itself will give us 196. So let's just try a bunch of different numbers. So 12 squared is going to be 144. So we need to go a little bit higher. 13 squared will be 169. And 14 squared will be 196. So our answer is 14, because 14 times by 14 gives you 196. Okay, find the value of 10 to the power of 5. 10 to the power of 5 is 10 times by 10 times by 10 times by 10 times by 10. So 10 times by 10 is 100. 100 times by 10 is 1,000. 1,000 times by 10 is 10,000. And 10,000 times by 10 is 100,000. So 100,000 is the value of 10 to the power of 5. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you got something valuable out of that. Make sure you check out some of the other videos in the series, because we are going over the entire GCSE math syllabus from topics 1 all the way out to 120.